Hello, everyone. Welcome to Unique Nails by Rubia. Today I will be doing a watch me work press on nail set for my website. I'm really excited. I tried to do it yesterday and I had a lot of trouble getting everything together, and the entire video came out blurry. And I went an hour and 22 minutes before I was able to go back and look at it to see how things went. So, I'm going to redo the whole thing, and I decided to redo a whole new design. I will be using all of my Bratty Nail Co. Products except for one, which is from her former company, Brat Nailed It. But I love the color and it matches everything that I'm about to do. So I'm just going to go over real quick what I'm going to be using, which I am going to have a link to each and every product except that former gray color. So I will be using my Bratty nail tips. I'll be using the natural short square. I will be using a new color, frostbite. I will be using the glow over top coat. I will be using the clingy as a fuck foil gel. Yes, I said that clearly. So those are all the colors that I'm going to be using. Here is that beautiful smoke gray. I just couldn't pass up using it with the foil. Here's the foil that I'm going to be using with that. And I just think it's going to match perfectly. So yes, I am excited about that. I'm also going to be doing with this set, I'm going to be doing a top tank motion pinky nail. Um, I know everybody's going, motion. What is she talking about? Well, if you saw my other video, I am no longer allowed to use the word aquarium. I went through a whole big ordeal with it. My Etsy shop has shut down because of it. And I kind of had to start all over. So I just went ahead and did my own website and changed the name to Motion Nails. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a top tank motion nail. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to do the pinky first, only because a lot of people have not seen me do the top tanks yet. And I don't think I have done it on camera yet. I I really cannot remember. I'm gonna give this a little bit of a shake, only because I don't know how long it's been sitting, and sometimes the color can look a little funny. So I'm going to use this beautiful gray. Now I'm gonna be honest about something. I love all of her products, so I'm gonna say that first. But I kind of understand the change that she made. This brush is completely different from what she has in her new bottles. And the new brush is better. There's really nothing wrong with this one, but the new brush is better. I just realized that. Okay. So while that's in the lamp, I'm just going to show you guys real quick. For the top of the motion tank, I am using coffin nails. Let me just double check to make sure they're both the right size. Okay. So while we're waiting on that, I am going to be doing, hmm, I'm going to put a coat of the frostbite on these before I do the foil. My reason, there's two reasons. I like to see a color in the back. Even though these are short, they do come up a little bit. And also because sometimes the foil can have a crease and you'll have a little gap or a little, piece where, you can see directly through the nail. And I want to avoid that. Even though with this new stuff here, I haven't had that problem, but it can happen. So we're going to make sure that we do that. Oh, never mind. Okay. I might as well go back and finish this. I didn't think it would dry that quick, but it did. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and put another coat of the smoky gray on these. I'm going to have to cut this nail. I think I'm going to have to cut it to make sure that it fits with that nail there. I'm very cautious with this stuff um, because I don't want any lumps or bumps or anything because I want the motion nail to be very smooth on the inside. And that looks pretty smooth to me. Just a little bit on the side here. Okay. Mm, okay. So we've got, excuse me. So we've got two coats on there. I'm going to leave that in there for about 2 minutes. So now I'm just going to go ahead and do these. This is Frostbite. It's got a nice shimmer to it. I almost hate to put it underneath here. And I'm trying to think if I should or if I, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right. We're going to do one coat of the Frostbite underneath. Actually, I'm thinking I want to do a few of these in a French. I might. I'm not sure yet. French is new to me, you guys. Um, I never really do it unless it's somebody asks me to. Um, I'm not very. I'm just gonna do it like this. Honestly, I'm not very good at French, but I have been able to do it lately, so I may try to do one of these in a French. That's another reason why I'm kind of just gonna do them all because I may do a French. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. See, I really love this brush. The feel of it is just so nice. It spreads better. It's, I don't know. Oh. We got a piece of lint in there. Let me fix that. Such a pretty color. Yeah, I may do French on these guys. I think I'm going to do French. I think I'm just going to take the foil and do a French. Make it real pretty. So I think I've changed my mind on what I'm about to do. I'm kind of excited now. I'm excited to try the French and see how it's going to look on these. So yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to do a few different things with this set. I'm so in love with this color. All right, so I'm going to put these to the side. And you're going to see me kind of multitasking here. I'm not trying to, but it's just instead of having nothing but a white towel. Okay. So what I'm going to do with these, since those are in the lamp, I want to put a top coat on here. Because again, I want a really smooth um, surface for when I get ready to put my little things in here. So I'm going to coat this real good. Excuse me if I get a little off camera. I'm trying my hardest not to. I usually don't do watch me work videos. So when I'm sitting here at my desk doing this by myself, I kind of lean back. So I am very, very sorry. And I will try to catch myself so that I don't do that too often. Okay, so we're going to put those in the lamp and we're just going to switch back and forth a little bit here. I think what I'm going to do, and I want to make sure that I do not cover all of them. I want these two fully covered. Or maybe I got an idea. We're going to do every other one. So we're going to have a solid, a French, a solid, and a French. Okay? So I'm going to separate these. I think I'm just going to go ahead and do two coats. French solid, French solid. Okay. All right. I would rather have the thumb as a French. I'm going to separate them because if not, I won't remember. Okay, so we got French solid, and these are going to be a French. So let me, because I want the ones that are going to be French to have a nice solid color. I want it to be, I don't want it to be see-through. So I'm probably going to do two coats looks really good. And that's another thing that I like about the new formula is you don't have to put a whole lot on there. And the brush is just amazing. It spreads it so nicely. And it's just, I love it. Okay. So these are going to be the solid ones. I'm working on it, you guys. I'm working on it. So instead of doing that, I'm going to put those in to dry. We're working. We're working. So I'm going to take these off. We're going to put these on so they can dry. Because those are our French. And these are something else. Keep up. Keep up. All right. So I'm going to take my aquariums and I'm going to put them over here. Only because I think now I can leave them alone so that we can concentrate on this. So now what I have to do is I want to use my foil gel here. Very thin. You don't need a whole lot of this stuff at all, which is another plus. I want to make sure that I cover every little section of this so that we get a nice foil pull off. And I think I should say this. If you want these to come out, if you want your foils to be flawless, you have to follow the directions according to the brand. For Bratty Gel brand, it's 2 minutes in the lamp, 2 minutes to cool, and then you put your foil on. That's very, very important. 2 minutes in the lamp and 2 minutes to cool. The directions are uh, online when you go to order it. You'll see if you read the description and everything. That's very, very important. So we want to make sure that we do that correctly. So I'm going to put that in the lamp since we have that 2 minutes. I want to take a look at these to make sure that I am satisfied. I want a third coat. I'm so used to doing a third coat. But I just thought of something. I have to be able to put the glow over on these. So I'm not going to do it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take my white and do the French. The reason why I'm doing this, guys, is because I'm new. I'm new. So we're going to do the French on these. Okay. We're going to do it in white, and then I'll put the glow, the clingy on it, and then we'll do the foil. And I'm going to tell you, it's not easy. When I first tried doing this, I was awful at it. And then I kind of went my own way with it, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm going my own way. I learned how to do this by watching other people, and it finally caught on. I think I want it a little thicker, just a little bit. I'm not at all upset with this. Not at all. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the tip too. I'm not at all upset with that. I mean, I really think it's okay. I like my lines. Mm, I mean, I think it's okay. Hmm. I just don't want to mess it up. I've never done it before, so I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, I think I want this one a little thicker. And I really do love it. I'm going to leave it. I don't want to mess it up. I'm going to leave it. Let's do the next one. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but I like a skinny French. I don't like it uh, too big up top. I don't know why. I call that a skinny French. Ah, I think that's a little too skinny right there. I don't know. I'm gonna try to make that a little wider. That's much better. Ah, my eyes are watering. Can't see. I think that's okay. I'm sure if it's not, somebody will tell me. But I mean, I don't know. Uh, I'm not happy with my French at all. So I might just take it off. Oh, goodness. Hmm. It looks too square to me. Maybe that's because I'm staring at the nail too much. Let me try to fix this a little bit. Try to make it a little round, a little more round on the corners. I mean, I think it's okay. All right. I'm gonna keep going because I think it's fine. I think I did pretty good. Okay. That's French number 3. I don't think that looks too bad. I'm having some trouble over here. My eyes are watering. I think it's from the fan blowing in my eyes. Okay, let's try number 4 here. I think the real test will be when I put the foil on it. Uh, that's a little, I think that needs to round off just a little bit more on this side. Maybe. Hmm. I am impressed with myself. I think they look pretty good. I really do. So I'm going to leave that. We're going to take these out. And we're going to put these in and make sure that those are really, really dry. Okay, now here's the kicker. I'm going to leave these. Remember, these are the ones that are getting the full foil, and we uh put the stuff on there. So I'm going to let those sit. I'm going to go back to doing these. We got everything cooking. Okay, so here's the fun part of doing the top for our motion pinky. You need to use UV resin. And I just happen to have a little bit in a bottle right here. Actually, I'm not going to say you need to use. I use UV resin. And the reason being is because I just think that it sticks better. It holds better. Sorry. I'm going to just take a look at this really quick. I need to put a little mark on here because I almost forgot that I was going to cut these. I'd like to cut them only because I just think that they got to be the same size, the same length. Now let's see if I can find. That was the only thing that I had forgotten to put out was my cutters. Okay. All right, so I put a little mark on it. And I'm going to do my best to get as close as I can to that. I'm going to straighten it out just a little bit. And let's check it out. Perfect. It is absolutely perfect. So I'm just going to go ahead and do one of these numbers. Take a look at that. Make sure that it is good to go on every angle. Okay, so I got a little mark on that one. And I'm going to smooth it out like this. Okay. All right, so we're ready with those. I have been using my little Unique Nails by Rubia plaque to do my work, and I shouldn't do that. But it's nice and flat, so we'll use it. We'll use it. You guys can still see. Okay, so I'm gonna completely finish these while we're waiting for that to cool. Okay, so I want to have a nice thin layer of UV resin. Okay, and I'm gonna take my little friend here. Now here's what you have to do. Uh-oh, I don't see aha, my little kitty cat. There we go. Trying to hold this in position is very hard. So I'm looking at it, trying to make sure that it is where I want it to be. And my light is not working. Oh no. It seems to be low on battery, so I'm just gonna have to. I got my other one. There we go. Okay. I really like that. I really, really like that. Okay. I thought I was stuck, but I do have a backup. So we'll use the backup. Take a little bit of UV resin and put it on this one. Whatever you decide to use to stick these together is completely up to you. I like the UV resin because I've worked with it for quite a while and it really works for me. Um, Not everybody is comfortable with UV resin, but I have used it quite for quite some time and I really, really do. I love it. I like how it handles and uh-uh. This one is a little crooked, so I'm trying to make sure that it is straight. I don't even have to hold this one down because it looks like it has already done what I wanted it to do. Okay. So now I have the tops on those. I'm going to put these in the lamp. And we're going to let those stay in there for about 2 minutes. So now that we're done with that, I'm going to put my little kitty cat and everything over there. We're going to go back and do this. So these have cooled. They've got the stuff on them. Let me get my scissors. I'm excited. I'm excited for this part because I really, really, really like this. And I think it's going to go really nice with what we're doing. All right. So I'm just going to take one. I like to rub it for just a little bit to um make sure that I covered everything. And it's when you rub it for a while, it'll start to pull up. It'll start to come up. That's how you know you did a good job. And look, I see a little piece that is not there. So I'm going to rub that again. And look at that. Look at that. I am in love with that. Oh, it looks so pretty. I'm glad. I'm glad it came out the way it did. So I'm going to do this one now. And this is with anyone that you use, any foil glue. You got to make sure that you position it right, that you're pulling right. You got to make sure that you rub it until it starts to pull up on its own around the edges. I mean, that's just what I do. Um, some people use a tool. I don't like to use a tool because I'm heavy-handed and I have destroyed some foil doing that. Okay, so I'm going to cut another piece off here. These are amazing. These look amazing. And I'm going to cut and do another one. After this, we got one more. And then we're going to do the foil on the French. This one just came up on its own. Look at that. It's already there. I'm just going to do it one more time. I want to make sure. I don't want anything to be left out. Look at that. Oh. You can't go wrong with clingy as fuck. You can't. You can't go wrong with this foil gel. It is absolutely wonderful, especially if you follow the instructions right. 2 minutes in, 2 minutes out. It's easy to remember. The stuff is great. I've used a lot of foil glue in my time. I've used from all kinds of companies, but this one is my go-to. This is my go-to right here. I want to make sure and it's all clean. Look at that. We're going to save these. I'm going to save those because those are perfect for the French. Okay, so now what I'm going to do so that we can get these back in order. I hope I remember the order of these things. Okay, so is that one? And then we have one of these. And then we have one of these. And then these go here. I just want to show you guys. Look at that. Look at that. Look. I am so excited. Okay. And here is our, whoops. I have to change this one. It doesn't have a magnet on the end. There we go. Let's move that. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Oh, I really, really love it. So now what I would like to do is we're going to cover our French in foil. So now what I'm going to, here. Got me all flustered. I'm going to start with the thumb. And I did it again so that I got to remember that I'm doing this on camera. I want to make sure that everything is covered, every little spot that I'm going to be doing. I'm even going to put a little on the edge just in case, to make sure that it sticks. That looks a little thick right there. Pull that off of there. Okay. My little puppy is bothering me. What is it, Maxie? What is it? Mommy's working. Go lay down. Okay, so we've done that one. Now let's do this one. And you got to be real careful, because if you put too much and you put it in the lamp, it'll start to wrinkle. I've seen it do that. So you just be very, you know, uh, it's very easy with it. All you need is just a tiny bit. Okay, I'm going to put some on that side. So we've got the second one there. And then I'm going to do this one. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this. I'm thinking I may even wear this. I'll put it on the site, but I think the first set is I'm going to have to put this on. I've done that with every single set that I've done so far. And because I am a content creator as well, I don't wear my sets for too long. I use a peel it off base coat, and then I glue them on, and then I can pop them right off when I'm done. Sometimes I won't use a peel it off base coat, and I'll wear them, but then I'll just cut them off. So this might be one of those times where I just pop it off, because I think I'd really like to save this set. Okay, so while that's in the lamp, we're not done with our with these, because what we've got to do, and I apologize, you guys, but I'm gonna need a little bit more light, so I'm gonna pull my lamp over just a little bit so that I am able to do this with a little bit more light. There we go. That's much better. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my UV resin and I'm going to go along the outside of my motion nail, because I don't want any leaking. So I'm going to fill in all these little gaps here. And I'm going to use did I put it away? Uh-oh. I put my magic pen away. Now I can't find it. Where'd it go? Okay, never mind. That's fine. We can do this. So I'm just going to do a quick flash cure under there real quick. I had my pen just now. I don't know where it went. You want to make sure everything is covered. You want to make sure that you get all those gaps. Just fill it in so that the whole nail is smooth. When I get ready to buff it, it's all going to look like one nail, and you won't be able to see the creases where we put the top nail on. Okay. So that's how it should look. You should have a nice seal on there. That's really nice. Okay. So now I'm just going to do the other one. Same thing. Okay. And I'm just going to do this other side here. And I'm just filling in the entire thing because I want to make sure that you can't see that gap. Okay, so now I'm just going to put them both in here. I want to make sure that that UV resin is completely dry. Okay, guys, here we go. We are going to foil our French. I love saying that. Okay. So what I'm going to do, we're going to do one little piece at a time. Uh-oh. I hope I put enough on there. Okay, yeah. Oh, how pretty. Okay, and I want to go all the way up, all the way across. So I'm going to put it right there. I don't think I put enough on here. I may have to go back and do some more. Some of it's coming on, some of it isn't. There it goes. Oh, goodness. Well, that's very pretty. I think it could be better, honestly. But I really do like it. Um, I think I'm going to keep going. That one came out really nice. That little piece right there. I'm going to try to do this and fold it over so that I can kind of get that entire piece. And that did not work. Uh-oh. Huh. I think we missed a part. Okay. That's okay. We can do it again. I think what happened is because it's not a whole lot, didn't want to. I think I cooked it too long. But that's okay. I can always go back. And that is the good part about it. Look at that. And it's on there. It's coming off and going on the way it should. So I'm just going to go back and fill it in. Yeah. Yeah, some of it wants to go on and some of it doesn't. So I'm going to go back in with these. Let's see how this one comes out. Ooh. I have to say, this is a lot of fun, even if I don't get it all. I mean, I don't really do French a whole lot, like I said. So this was an awesome experience, and I think it's going to get me to do it again. Okay, so we're gonna go back. I'm gonna go back a little bit because I knew I was gonna miss a few spots because I was kind of nervous about using it. So I'm just gonna go back in, maybe fill in a few little spots. This time I think I'm only gonna put it in for a few seconds. I mean, this one really doesn't. Maybe here on the edge. I'll do a little spot right there. And this one, I completely missed this whole area. So I'm going to do that again. And I'm going to just go like that. And we're not going to put it in for the whole time. Doesn't need it. It's just a tiny, tiny bit. Okay, so we're going to give that a nice 30 seconds. We're going to put these to the side because that is going to contain more work. And we're going to go back and do these. I'm going to take a look at these to make sure that there is nothing missing. And those are perfect. So our next step is going to involve base coat and glow over top coat. Gonna let that cool for a second. So in order to use the glow over top coat, you gotta put base coat on. Why? Because that base coat will help your glow. It'll keep it from being cloudy and blotchy. It'll be one solid glow. So I'm just gonna put base coat over these. And you can be generous with it. Make sure you cover everything. All right, so now we've got our base coat on there. We're going to put these in the lamp, give them a nice 60 seconds to cure. And again, I'm going to go back to this since now we've got that in the lamp. Kills time. This way we're not just sitting here waiting for it to do. Okay, so now that's better. I can feel it. That one's going to be really nice. Oh, look at it. Oh, I'm in love. Ah, look at that. And you don't have to, I don't have to do anything. It's kind of just like, I'm just filling it in. Look at that one. Look at that. Yes. Yes. Okay. Let me make sure the sides are done. Okay. And I'm going to do this one again. Perfect. Oh, yeah. Nice. And it filled in everything that I wanted filled in. So, yeah, I'm excited about that. Let me see this one. I don't think I needed anything on here. I don't think I put any, but I think I'll just press it just to make sure. Okay. Yay! And we are done. All right, so our Frenches are done. We got those on there. Mm, okay. Now everything gets a glow over. Oh, wait. Wait, wait, wait. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I did not put base coat on the top of these. So let me do that. I have very shaky hands. And I am surprised that I am even able to do this part. Okay. Very nice. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this to finish. Really, really excited. I'm excited for it because I have been, I don't know, lately I've been in love with anything that glows. And I think I've done 4 glow sets so far. Um, because this product is just, it's amazing. Um, it's really better than any glow in the dark product that I've used. So I do stand by these products 100% because they are just perfect and wonderful. Um, Knowing the person behind the product is also important to me, and I've been able to talk to her. If there's any problem, she's right there. She's a very encouraging and uplifting person. Um, she's gifted, you know, uh, polish to me, knowing that it's hard for me to get what I need. Uh, I won one of her contests in December and got a 6 pack of her Brat colors. And most of them were all purple because she knows that my favorite color. So, I mean, the person behind the product is also, a good person. And you can see in her product that she is passionate about what she does. So that is another reason behind this video. That's the other reason why I was so happy to become an affiliate for Bratty Nail Co because it's not just a name, it's a product, and this product is awesome. It's awesome, awesome, awesome. And then knowing that the person behind it is awesome, yeah, I could be, I could do this and not even get recognized. I don't care. I love the product. And that's how I want other people to feel. Now we're going to put this glow over on, guys, and look, it doesn't affect the polish, doesn't affect the foil at all. It's really, really nice. It's really, really good stuff. And it's smooth, no streaks, no nothing. I am almost out of glow over top coat because I use it so much. And I really, really love it. And I just got this last month. So I will be reordering so that I can keep this because I don't want to use anything else. In case you haven't heard, Bratty Gel Company has just dropped her glow line. Guys, gotta go see it. You gotta go see it. All kinds of gorgeous, gorgeous glow in the dark colors. I will be doing sets with them here shortly. I cannot wait to show you these sets, these glow in the dark colors. I mean, there's purple, yellow, orange, green, white. Oh, you got to see it. I can't even tell you no more. Go see. Okay, so we've got these done with the glow over. I'm going to put those in, and then I'm going to work on these here. Our French foil glow. This part is what I'm most excited about. This right here. And I think I'm even going to put a little bling on here. So we're going to load these up. We're going to do everything. I live next door to the church, and I can see the bell tower out my window. It's such a pretty sight. I wish you guys could see it. I think maybe one day I'll have to turn my camera and show you guys. I live on the 6th floor of my building, so I get to see a lot of stuff. It's so pretty out there. So I'm almost done doing this. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm excited. There's a lot going on this set. I did not plan it this way. I want to make sure I get that. Make sure everything is covered, because that French has got to glow really, really nice. All right. So I'm going to take these out. I'm going to do 2 coats of the glow because I really want it to be a really nice glow, and I want you guys to see it. So I'm hoping that once I turn my light off, you'll be able to see it. I'm hoping. You want to do nice, smooth strokes with this. And that brush, oh, I love this brush. Soft and smooth. And it makes it easier for you to get the look that you want with this stuff. Oh, that's so pretty. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. All right. So I'm putting this in. I'm going to put that. Oh, wait. I want another one on here, I think. Because it's a French, it's already raised up a little bit. That glow is so pretty. So I think I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave those alone because I don't want to mess them up. Okay, so now that we have those in there, we're going to work on our motion nail. So now all you got to do here, You gotta smooth all this out. And I've got an idea running through my head as I'm doing this, that I'm thinking that I'm going to put a foil on the outer edge of this and make it glow as well. So there's gonna be a lot on here, but we'll see. Oh, duster. You want to make sure it's all covered up. If it is done right, we should not have any leaking. So I'm gonna pray I did it right. I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be okay. We're gonna test this out before we put any pretty sparkles or anything in here, so that if we have to fix it, we can fix it. Overdid it a little bit, so I'm gonna have to shave that down. But it's not really too bad, so it won't be a problem. I had to kind of stare at it just to make sure that it was even. That is a pet peeve. I cannot stand a crooked nail. I have to make sure everything is perfect. I have thrown away so many sets because of a crooked nail. Okay, so we have these. They're nice and straight and ready to go. I'm going to give them a quick wipe with some alcohol just to get the dust off. Also, I'm going to just give them a gentle tap to make sure that there is no dust on the inside. And no, you don't have to rinse them. A lot of people are asking me that. Um, I don't rinse these because once you put everything in there, especially the baby oil, you're not going to see the little particles of dust. Never ever will you see anything. And just to be sure, you can give it a little tap. That's all it needs. All righty. Let's get these tested. I'm going to point them this way just so I think it'll be better. So here in my little cup, I have my baby oil. And here I have my non-pointy syringe. Take the top off. And we'll put some oil in here. Just tie that back on. Actually, I have to turn it this way so that I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to put a little bit of oil in here. Going to go kind of slow because you don't want to overflow. You don't have a lot of space in there. And I'm not going to fill it up all the way. I'm just going to fill it a little bit more than half, just because I know that I have to get stuff in there. Just squirting it real slow to make sure. Okay. And I'm just going to hold my hand up underneath it. There's no leaking. None. None, none. I'm proud. I'm very, very proud. All right. So we can move on to putting our little goodies in here. So what I'm going to do is I've got some caviar beads here. Don't need a whole lot, just a few. Put it on the tip of the nail there, tip of the syringe. And you just push them in. Ah, okay, I'm going to hold on to this. And they're already in there anyway. So you only need a few, not too many. We don't want to overcrowd it. This is a very tiny space. So I'm having trouble. My hands are shaking. And you don't need a whole lot, just a little bit on the end of the syringe. That will help with the motion inside so that you don't have to leave a bubble. I'm sorry, but bubbles to me are just I can't deal with bubbles. I'm not a bubble person. I have seen a lot of people do motion nails and they've got a bubble in there because they think that that's going to help the movement. It really does not. It does not help it move at all. All it does is cause it to get stuck. Uh-oh, I can't get my jar open. There we go. Okie dokie. So I have here, I'm going to try to shake out just a couple. There we go. Some little hearts. And they're kind of iridescent. I don't think you can see them very well, but once I put them inside, you'll be able to see them if I can get them in there. Oh, yay, they fit. Okay. I was afraid my hearts wouldn't fit in there, but they do. And they have just enough weight to them that they're moving on their own. Just gonna put maybe 2 or 3 in there. And this is so much fun. I love doing these. There we go. Oh, they're cute. Okay. Let me see if I can just. Yeah. And they move very nicely. Very, very nicely. Okay. I just wanted to check to make sure. I was going to put a little bit of sparkle in there. I changed my mind because I don't think it needs it. I think, wait a minute. Maybe I'll give it a couple. Maybe we'll give it a couple of sparkles in the background there. And they fall right in. As long as you're careful with what you put in here, you should be fine. Don't overcrowd it, which is what I'm trying not to do. I'm so excited that I got those in there. Okay, so I'm going to let that settle for a minute. And if you want to get it to go down a little bit, you can just tap on it and it'll go down. It'll do what you want as long as you're gentle. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to do the next one. Get my hearts in there first. I'm going to try to hold on to this. I was trying to be professional and leave it on the stand, but that's not going to happen. Oh, these are, you can actually just take your hand and put them in there. They're a nice size. So, and I'm just gonna push it in there real quick. Remember not to overflow these, because if you do, they won't move. So I did 3 in the other one, so I'm going to do 3 in this one. Okay. So I've got the 3 in there. I don't know if you can see that with the camera. Yeah, you can. So we've got the 3 in there, and then I'm just going to take a couple of flakes of the sparkle. It's going to give me a hard time with this one. Okay. There we go. I'm just putting a few. I don't want a whole lot. I think the other one is going to have to get some more in there. I think I put more in one than I did the other. Oh, I can't get it to go in. Okay, there it goes. All right, so we got a little sparkle in there. And I think the other one might get a couple more. Yeah, let's give it a couple more. I can't get it to go in. Okay, there we go. All right, so they're full. They've already got all went to the bottom, so I'm going to take this and fill it very carefully. I'm just doing like a few drops at a time. Make sure that top is clean. Now, like I said, I don't do bubbles, so I fill mine all the way to the top. Okay, they are full. I'm going to move this stuff over so that we can have a little bit of room here. Okay, now to top these off, I'm going to use the same thing. I'm going to use my UV resin. Since this top is small, we don't need anything crazy on it. Okay. And I'm going to look at that glow. Did you just see that? Do you see how green it is? Do you see the green? I don't even really have to. Hold on. There it is. Look, it is. It's glowing. Oh my God. I had to do that. I had to do that because that glow is already there. And I love it. Okay, so we've got that going. Now I'm going to try to put these together. That goes there. This goes here. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, that's there. Hold on. Okay. That's there. All right. It can get a little confusing, but I got it. I got it. Okay. I had to take a drink, sorry. All right, so now we've got these. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think if I want, let me switch these out because this is, oh no, it was, I'm a mess today. I'm a mess. All right, let's do that again. There we go. Okay, so this is what we have so far. I'm very, very happy with them. So now we're going to finish this pinky off. We're going to make sure that we've got enough on top. I actually think I'm going to put a little bit more. So let me do this again. Want a little bit more on the top. I do not want any leaking. So I think I'm going to put another topping on these and put them back in here for just a few seconds. And then I'll be able to put a top coat on that. I'm really thinking of putting a glow top on there. I'm not sure if I want it around the edge or if I want it over the whole thing. So that's something that I'm going to think about real quick. But I'm so in love with these. They are so cute. I think I'm going to wear them. I really do. I think I'm going to wear them. I'll get the pictures going, and I think I'm going to put these on. My nails are already prepped because I kind of figured that maybe I would put these on. So maybe you guys will get to see me actually wear these. I'm thinking about it. I'm going to put this back. Okay. Next, let's fix the tops on these. I want to make sure that they are okay. I still feel oil. I want to make sure we don't want any leaking. I'm going to turn these over. Look, oh, they're moving. I don't know. See, I don't think you guys can see that. Let me see. Can you see it? Is it moving? It is moving. Look. Oh, gosh. Can you see it? I'm asking you like you can answer me. This is what happens when you're talking for too long. But they are beautiful. They do move. I am very, very happy that the hearts and the glitter um, is moving inside. That makes me very happy. And they move slow, but they're supposed to. There's not a lot of space in there. But they do move. So, okay. I'm checking for I'm checking to make sure that the oil isn't leaking out. And I see bubbles on the top. So let's do this. We're going to do this one more time. And there's still plenty of room so that I can get it pretty thick on top. So I'm not worried about that. I don't want any issues with them. So yeah, we're gonna. All right. I'm gonna put them back in there again. I'm gonna let them stay in there for a bit. That will also. Okay. I think we need a little bit of bling here. Or something on there. Let me see. While we're waiting for that. I have so much bling. Okay. Look at the bling case. I cannot even remember where I got these. I really don't remember where I got these. I'm trying to see. I think I have it backwards. Because yeah, I had it upside down. So let me do that. They're all mixed up together now. I really messed it. I think what happened is I had these in my drawer for quite some time. And they got shook up. but that's okay. Um, I see some of the green on the top. I really want to put bling on here. Hmm. Maybe it doesn't need it. Guys, I'm not going to put any bling on there. I don't think it needs any bling. To be honest, I really don't. I know that these are all mixed up anyway, too. And I may want to go back in and clean that up one day. I really don't think there's anything that could be put on. Wait. Let's look in here. I want to put something on that French. Ooh. So I'm just going to dump this out. And I'm just going to go through it. I want to see if there's anything that I should put on here. I'm thinking maybe a bow or something. Okay. I really don't think it needs anything. All right. I don't think they need anything, honestly. I'm kind of happy with the way they are. I feel like if I put anything on them, I'm going to mess them up. So let's not do that. Let's just leave it alone. All right. I'm going to put these back. This is my favorite little bag of stuff whenever I'm doing a set. I kind of just dump it out on the table to see if there's anything in it that I can use. And I just don't think that this set requires anything. I really don't. Between the foil and the glow, I think we did good. Sorry guys. I'm so sorry. It's kind of a waste of the feed, but okay, let's get back to work. All right, so I have these done. They look like they're going to be okay. I'm going to flatten that just a little bit. Don't want to flatten it too much because you don't want to leak. And I'm just double checking. I'm going to give it a gentle squeeze. Everything seems to be okay. And we're going to do this one. Okay. And I think that these are pretty good. Now to think if I want to put a glow on that or not. And I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to put a glow on it. We're going to see how that works. So I need my base coat. We're going to cover this whole thing. We're going to make sure that we cover the entire surface. No streaks, no bumps. Okay. Oh. All right. We're going to see if this is going to work. This is experimental because I've never done this before on a motion nail. So we're going to have to see how it works. But I wanted to put bling on this set, but I don't think it really needs it. So I'm going to leave it alone. And I think I'm going to wear it. So I'm going to show you guys how I do my set when I want to wear it as a peel off. So I'm going to use my peel it off base coat. And I'm going to use some glue. And I'm going to put these babies on. I really want to wear them. I'm super, super excited to put these on and see how they look. I'm going to take pictures and put them on the site because, yes, I will be able to make this set again. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. I wish you guys could see the movement on these, but I will do pictures and video. I will post it on my TikTok, my Facebook, and my Instagram. So this way you guys can really, really take a look at this set and see how everything glows and moves. I'm very proud of myself because I really have never done this combination before. And I think they came out really, really good. So here is the real test. I've never ever done this with a motion nail before. It does dull it. It does make it a little dull. And I don't think I want that. Um yeah. I don't want to take away from it. So here's what I'm gonna have to do. We're gonna take this off. I don't want it to take away. See the difference? Because this was clear and now it gives it a cloudy look. So we don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So what I think I'm going to do is I wanted it to have something on it. We're going to do some foil. I know this is taking forever, isn't it? Yeah. Let's give it a glow foil. So I'm going to take this and we're going to dull it down again because we don't want that base coat on there. So I'm just going to dull it down, take that off. And I'm going to do the same thing like I did with these. So I'm going to give this an outline and then let it glow that way. Since that's what I did with the rest of them. I want to make sure that it's all the way off. I'm going to wipe it down. And it's not a problem. Mistakes are made. And because I kind of did this on a whim, I think it can be fixed. So I'm just going to try to fix it. This can come off just a little bit more. I want it clear. I don't want it to be cloudy. So I'm going to take it off a little more. And my little puppy is upset. He wants me to go. All right, so here we go. We're going to do this. I'm going to go around the edge with my clingy. And I don't want a whole lot. We're just going to give it a nice outline. And that is all that we need to do. Just give it a nice outline there. And I think that's going to work better. You got to wait, Max. I know, I know. My poor little puppy, he's upset. He wants me to play. Okay, so I want to make sure that this is nice and straight. I want to make sure that I got my edges good. Usually I would use white first and then go over it, but I really don't think I need to do that with this since it is, uh, since I wiped it and it's got that stuff on it, I can just use that kind of like a guide. Let's do this one. This is what happens when you do a spur of the moment set. You can make mistakes and then you feel like you can do it over and correct it. Then this is what you do. You go over and you correct it. Not everything is perfect, which is why I did a live feed because I wanted to show what I go through. It might be a long video, but there are some things in here that I hope someone can take away from this. Also, to see these products in action and how they come to my rescue quite often. Okay. All right, we got a nice crisp outline here. I'm just going to take a look to make sure that I got it all. I want to make sure that that's really nice and neat. And there it goes. All right, I think I got it. I think we good. All right, I'm going to put these in the lamp. We already know that we got to have 2 minutes on them. So while we're doing that, I'm going to show you guys my prep real quick. Now, I already got a thin coat of hard gel on my nails. I do that all the time to protect my nails from any wear and tear or damage. Plus, it helps when you do the peelable base coat. You don't want to put, well, some people do. Some people will put the peel it off base coat directly on the nail. But because my nails are already thin, I don't want to do that. So I have a thin coat of hard gel on my nails. This is also good if you're doing, like, if you want to go, like, if you have a special occasion and you want to do your nails, but you don't want to wear them after, you can just pop them off. Now, a lot of people use, I don't know, what do they call it? One kill. I don't use that. I want to pronounce this the right way, so let me show you what I use. Now, if I'm saying this wrong, I want somebody to correct me. Jojoba oil. It is moisturizing for the skin, nails, hair, and scalp. So I use this quite often, and I also use it to take my nails off. So when I'm ready to take these off, I'm going to do a video and show you guys exactly how this stuff works. I can multitask, but not that good. So, all right. So we are going to wait for this to cool. While waiting for that to cool, I'm just going to put my hand in the lamp here. Wait. I'm coming. Gotta wait a minute. My puppy is so patient. You can't even tell he's in the room. But he's staring at me. His ears are up and he's wagging his tail. Okay, so while waiting on that, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see how this comes out. And I do still have a little bit of stuff on these. So I'm going to go ahead and use what I've got. I think it's enough to go around the edge. Oh my God, I'm so excited. As soon as my hand is done. Okay. So here we go. We're going to try this out. Oh, I hope it works. What? Oh my God, guys. It works. It definitely works. Oh my gosh. So going around this edge is going to be kind of a pain in the butt. But, oh my God. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, this is going to be nice. Okay. So this is definitely something that I will do again. I mean, it really, really makes these nails different. It really, really does. So this is, okay. It looks like I've got to redo an edge right there. So that's not a problem. I can redo that. Let's see. Got to remember where I put stuff. All right. So I'm going to redo that edge right there, which is not a problem. We'll give that a quick 30 seconds in the lamp while we work on the other one. Look at that. Oh my gosh. And that just adds flair to this. Okay, it didn't work on that side. It might have gotten cooked too much. This is I didn't use a whole lot, so I'm going to go back. I've never done edging on here before. I don't even think it didn't work at all. All right, so we may have to go back again. For some strange reason, it didn't. Okay. I cooked it too much is what happened. Ah. Okay, I think either it's leaking or... Uh-oh. Okay. I don't know what happened, but there was oil on the back of this one. So I'm just going to redo this real quick. This video is running a little long, so I think I'm going to do a part 2 and show you guys how I put these on. I really don't want to run this too long, and I think I have. So I'll do a part two. There. All right. So I got it back on. And I think I'm going to have to do this again because it did not latch because I didn't put enough. And I let it cook for like 20 minutes. Let me finish this one. It was just that little edge right there that I had missed. Look. Okay, so that's a full one. I'm going to go back and do this one because for some odd reason it um didn't work. And I think that was my fault. I didn't put enough. I was nervous about how it would come out. So I'm going to just do that real quick. Guys, this is very cute. Very, very cute. I love it. And guess what we have to do next? We're going to make it glow. So let's put our base on. I really can't wait to wear this. I really can't wait. But it's going to have to be a part two so that this does not run so long. I will do my best to edit it so that we don't have a lot of empty space where there's really not any reason for it to be on. All right, so we're going to put this one on. Oh, so excited. That's much better. Oh, yeah, much better. Okay. I didn't wait, so it's kind of gooey. But I want it on there so bad. Oh my gosh. So pretty. All right. Oh. All right, I got a little piece on the bottom. I'm going to try to do this in one wipe here. Kind of just curl it over like that. It didn't want to do the bottom. It might be because I didn't wait. There it goes. All right, so we got this bottom in. Oh my gosh. Hold on. All right, so we got the bottom in on that too. So now I get to I'm gonna put my base coat on. I'm really glad that I did it this way. I really am. I know it took a little bit of our time on the video, but this set is going to be amazing. Um, like I said, I'll do a part two on the fitting and putting them on because I think this video has ran very, very long. But I'm very, very glad that I got to do this so that you guys could see. Before I go, I'm going to try to dim my lights so that you guys can really see how these look when they're glowing because it's an awesome, awesome look. So I'm just waiting for this to finish it out. And I will put the glow on these. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I am in love. Okay, so now I'm just going to put my glow on here. And then I'm going to put a clear coat on so we can see the hearts inside. I didn't forget about that. And this may need 2 coats, I'm not sure. I want it to glow, so I think I'm just going to be a little thick with this so that I don't have to go back in and do it again. Oh my God. I love it. I love them. Oh my goodness. All right, guys, almost done. Okay. We're going to put these in the lamp. I'm going to put them all in here because I want to do, to be honest, I want to do a complete dry. I'm going to give that a few minutes. Okay, so while we're waiting on that, so we can see the final result of this press-on set. Again, I am Unique Nails by Rubia. Thank you so much for watching this video. It means a lot to me. Don't forget to click on those links, guys, so that you can see exactly how great this stuff is for yourself. Again, I use the Clingy as Fuck Foil Gel. I used the Glow Over Top Coat. I used Frostbite Gel Polish. These are all these links are in the description box below this video. Also, if you use code Diana, you get a 10% off discount at checkout. Also, the nails, guys, don't forget the nails because I almost did. This video has really run a little long. But the nails are the key. They are thick, durable, and long-lasting. Don't need a whole lot to put on top because these nails won't chip, crack, or break. I can guarantee that because I wear them almost every day. And I literally have to pull them off if I want to change them. So that's just something that, okay. So I'm going to get ready to turn these lights out. We're going to show off. Oh my God, they're so pretty. All right, ready? Here we go. Look. Look. Oh, look at them. I hope you guys can see what I see because they are so pretty. All right. All right. Yeah, I love them. All right. There's going to be a part 2. I'm going to put these nails on. I thank you guys so much for watching Unique Nails by Rubia. Let me do this. Let me do this. Let me tilt them just a little bit. There you go. So we did a French foil glow top tank motion press on set. And I gotta say, I'm very proud of these. Very, very proud. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.